So the question is, you want to be an entrepreneur, where does a company start? In what part of your body does a company start? A lot of people say it starts in your heart, you have to feel it, or you have a gut feeling. A lot of people say it starts in your brain with an idea. My opinion is a company starts in your mouth. And why does a company start in your mouth? Because a company starts with your word. Starting a company is a declaration, and a declaration is something which is true in the split second that you say it. Very different than an assertion. For example, I could assert that if you watch all these incredibly interesting blogs that I'm going to be doing, that these blogs have the capacity to change your life. Now, for some people listening to me, maybe it has made a big difference in their life. Maybe it will be for you, but it's an assertion. We don't know if that's true. However, a declaration is something which is true immediately. I'll give you a good example and a bad example. A good example of a declaration would be marriage. So when you stand next to the man or woman that you're going to marry, they actually say the words, "By the power vested in me, I now declare you man and wife." And the split second before that person, the priest or the rabbi or the minister of justice, or someone who has the power, you have to have the power to make a declaration. In the split second that that person makes the declaration, you are married, just like that. And for those of you who are married, you will all agree with me, that is a declaration that massively changes your life. And starting a company is like that as well. It is something that you stand behind. The question is, are you good on your word? Does your word, does what you say mean something to you? Because you're only as good as your word is today. A bad example of a declaration would be a declaration of war by a dictator or a president or a prime minister, or again, someone who has the power in the country. When that person says the words, "I declare war on another country," in the split second before war was declared, there was no state of war, and it is actually brought into being by the declaration, just like starting a company. And the question is, do you have the power? And the answer is yes, clearly you have the power. You are the entrepreneur. And really, the thing you have to ask yourself is, am I willing to stand behind this declaration regardless of the resources? Because an entrepreneur is someone who creates a company regardless of the circumstances and regardless of the resources. So clearly, the first step of being an entrepreneur is making the declaration, "I hereby declare that this company is started. I may not have the money, I may not have the right idea, I may not have the right people, but I'm 100% behind it."